Big T Steak Corner.
Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Now in today's video we're going to actually be looking at something a little bit different. So for those who know me personally or have used my videos to trace my life out to a concerning amount of detail, you may or may not know that I own a 2008 Mitsubishi Eclipse. And unfortunately, as soon as I went to start filming this video, I found out a tree fell on it. And even though I got very lucky, it's going to need a new front bumper. So like, comment, subscribe, rate, share with your friends so I can help buy a new front bumper, please. Well, anyways, I didn't want to drive the car in the winter anymore, and I wanted to try and preserve it, which apparently did not go very well. So I decided it was time for a new car, something that I could drive all year round instead of just the summer. And that is why I decided to solve my problem by buying a 2012 Mitsubishi Outlander XLS, which has completely drained me of my funds, but I think it was well worth it. The Mitsubishi Outlander was born in 2001, and it had the name Mitsubishi Airtrek up until 2006 when it was globally renamed to the Mitsubishi Outlander. From 2001 to present, the Outlander has undergone 3 generational changes with minor facelifts in between. This particular Outlander is the second facelift to the second generation. Now if you compare a 2009 to a 2012, you can definitely see that the 2012 Outlander bears much more resemblance to a Lancer. Coming over to this 2009, and it looks like the pre-facelift Outlander has a design of its own with a different front bumper entirely and a unique headlight design. Something that I find kind of cool is that the 2012 is actually the last of its kind, so to speak. Starting in 2013, Mitsubishi introduced their third and current generation of Outlanders with a completely redesigned body. Before we get into the interior of the vehicle, I want to briefly touch over the 4 available trims outside of the US. In the US, there's only 3. The ES, which is base model, SE, which is very similar to the ES, and then it has the 4-cylinder engine with CVT. Then you have the GT and the XLS, which are the V6 with the 6-speed automatic. They're a lot more reliable, especially the transmission, and of course they make more power, and they're just overall better. Something that's really unique to the XLS and in the US the GT is that Mitsubishi equips it with their own super all-wheel control. It's their advanced full-time 4-wheel drive system. Now, I'm not really going to act like I know what this means, but it's technology that's shared with the Lancer Evo, and to me that's pretty darn cool. Moving on to the inside, this fully loaded Outlander has quite a nice all-black interior with lots of leather, a USB port to both charge your device and play music from it, Bluetooth for music and calls, a Rockford Fosgate sound system, cool digital dash that shows you all sorts of things including alerts both related to the vehicle and the surroundings of the vehicle, and hey, check it out, a backup camera. And of course, the Outlander is extremely spacious, making it a great car for families, hauling soccer balls for your son's soccer game, or getting into mischief in the back. One thing I noticed on my Outlander is that the all-wheel drive knob was actually dumbed down. It says tarmac, snow, and lock. On the older Outlanders, the pre-facelifts, it actually said 2WD, 4WD, and lock. I guess people got confused as to what 2WD and 4WD meant, so Mitsubishi decided to scrap the jargon. Digging deeper inside reveals the 230 horsepower 6B31 3-liter single overhead cam V6 engine. Over the course of time, Mitsubishi refined this engine a bit and managed to squeeze a bit more horsepower out of it since its debut in 2007. Interesting enough, this engine is still used today. It can be found in modern Outlanders, Mitsubishi Challengers, and Mitsubishi Pajero Sports. Something I noticed is that my 2012 is permanently stuck in an eco mode and I can't turn it off. I don't know for sure, but I feel like this shuts off 2 of the 6 cylinders to help save fuel. Last night, I had the pleasure of driving over an hour home in a blizzard, and I can happily say the Outlander handled it pretty well. This is an excellent car that can be had honestly pretty cheap, and it has lots of features found in expensive modern vehicles, assuming you get the GT or XLS. I picked up this wonderful low mileage example for only 10,500 Canadian dollars, and it has plenty of life left. So if you're in the market for a good low compromise SUV, the older GT and XLS Outlanders are excellent options to consider at great prices. I suggest you avoid the ES and SE, seeing as they have the unreliable CVT transmissions and they're only equipped with 4-cylinder engines, so they'll probably have a harder time navigating in the snow too, especially the ES, which is only front wheel drive. So thanks again, and stay tuned next week for a more tech-related video. Oh, how could I forget? I just want to give a huge shout out to a longtime viewer and a good friend of mine, Scott Featherston, for donating this brand new USB microphone to the channel. I'm really hoping the audio quality improves going forward with this. So yeah, big thank you for that, my friend.